Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another video on Satisfactory. I've been letting the motor factory get run from the last episode. That way we can start working on unlocking stuff in this one. Between episodes, I did a little bit of searching and did some research. Guess I left some plates on the ground. But I found out that the SAM fluctuator right now can only be crafted in the crafting bench. So I could craft it right now, which I did. And so we're just going to start doing some research in the MAM real quick before we do anything else. So first things first is I'm going to unlock the dimensional depot. That way we can build those, and that way I don't have to keep running back and forth and such.
SAM can be utilized to deconstruct matter down to its chemical elements in one dimension, and the Mercer sphere allows it to be transferred and stored in another. Once parts are fed into the dimensional depot, they can be accessed by the Pioneer inventory and build gun system at any time, anywhere.
We see through the window. It is pathetic. Consume more blood. The glass will not shatter, the metal will not bend, the wood will not splinter. Weave.
Okay, yeah. Then we can do this one, which once I get a few more stuff, I can amplify my power with
Potential
like this
for
one
harnessing
and this
alien
one.
energy completed. Fixit has identified 2 development tracks requiring additional research to integrate Somersloops safely and efficiently into Fixit technology.
So I can...
The organ contains scripture, contains instruments to compose symphonies of root and rot and recycling.
Okay.
Shrines to evolution and revolution.
I see. It seems we truly are building understanding.
I don't. Anyway, so we need to make these like computers or something. That way we can send the resources back to the dimensional depot, because we can't... we can receive them, but we can't send them, it looks like. And if we get more SAM fluctuation, we can increase these things. This one's the most likely one I want to do next. So we're going to make some more SAM fluctuator, which means we need more of this over here. Yeah. And then I need more steel pipes. Steel, that's steel beams. We want the steel pipes. And then we go over to the crafting bench in the hub. And begin crafting. Okay, we got 27 more SAM fluctuator. And we up the stack. Nope, we need more. So we can up this amount. There we go. Okay, and then while Ada's talking.
Dimensional expansion increased to 200%.
Okay, so I got some dimensional depots. Just gonna quickly figure out how to attach them to this. Then I might go and expand some on the iron, that way I can get those. So let's see. It was in organization, I believe. So I put that there. So then if I go to the build menu, does it show up? That's the customizer. Maybe it needs to upload first. No? 5. Oh, there we go. Dimensional depot resources are there. But the other thing that will show up will only show up once we get the... I think they're computers. which I don't think I've unlocked yet. They are in the hub upgrades. in tier 5. It's in tier 6. So we'll need to get to tier 6 in order to make that. So for now, we'll just... I'll get the other dimensional storages set up. Each one does take Mercer spheres, but there's a few more I haven't yet found. So we can get those set up. Yeah, there's the Mercer sphere right there. That's actually pretty cool. So yeah, I'll get those set up after we grab the motors, which are back here, remember? Then I'll use the rest of the impure nodes to make the iron stuff to send through the dimensional depot. The steel, though, I might need to make another steel plant somewhere else to do it, because that's kind of for the basic building of the current area. There we go. Okay, let's see how many motors we did. I was on a little bit, not too much. We still got 108, which is more than what's needed. Don't need leaves, so I'll grab those. I do need to grab iron plates though, but my inventory's kind of full, so for now we'll just deliver these and then grab the plates, cables, and other items. This is gonna hurt. So let's drop these in. I grabbed more than was necessary. Okay, jetpacks, and
Milestone reached. Fix-It has granted you
Oil
the power of
processing
flight,
will be the next
provided
one.
you have a jetpack and the appropriate fuels. The jetpack refuels automatically while you are standing on a surface, and different fuel types will affect the jetpack's functionality. With this increased versatility, you will no doubt achieve efficiency levels previously unheard of.
Oh, that's right. I can't put stuff in until it comes back. So while that's happening, I believe I can put down some more dimensional depots. No, I need to make more of the sand fluctuator. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I got those 3 set up. So now they're automatically gonna just fill up the crafting inventory. Oh, there we go. So these are all the different items as they fill up the inventory. And we can see how much is in each one. I do have a few more flux. Ooh, and he's returning. So there's some leftover iron nodes over there, so I might make a small iron factory to make the required items for construction. Maybe even make some modular frames and rotors on its own, because those are needed for some construction items. I'm hoping to try and get like almost everything that is required for crafting stuff or building buildings can be complete. So, and it looks like I need to manually grab the stuff to put into the hub, because I can't grab it from the dimensional depot. So let me just grab some more sheets. And then I need more steel pipes. And we do need to get the motor. Let's see. See if I can catch it. Nope. Good try though. Oh, come on. There we go. Nope, not gonna make it. There we go. So grab the motors, I got the pipes. Now we can unlock the oil. And then Ada will talk.
Milestone reached. crude oil can now be extracted and refined to produce various industrially beneficial parts. The byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as yourself surely understands that. To improve efficiency, pipelines can now be optimized with valves to limit and balance their throughput. These were initially left out because Fixit did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense of your capabilities.
Limits flow rate. That requires rubber to make anyway. So we should have, yep, a refinery. And then we also have oil extractor that extracts the oil out of the ground. Both of these requires motors. Does anything else here require a motor? 100 motors to unlock the fuel-powered generator. 200 motors, so we're probably gonna have to make a better motor plant. So let's get the jetpack so we can search for iron nodes, which actually, I think I found one over there. So let's see, jetpack requires motors. Okay, I just need to grab some motors. Okay, and then we should be able to equip it to the back. And it does burn off a solid biomass. The main issue I have, though, is that a lot of the biomass, we don't need to burn it anymore. So let's get rid of a lot of this stuff. I'll still leave the crafting stuff so we can craft more of it for fuel until we can get better fuel. You don't need to split it. It'll go in my inventory for now. Just to see if that would work. So all of it will go into the dimensional storage. How much do we make a minute? 60 per? Okay. So that will go into dimensional storage. So it goes for that long until I need to sit down to let it refill. Okay. So let's see, how many more? I can make about 3 more with what I have. So let's head over to the motor and see about. I'm having fun with the jetpack a little. Okay, so it'll refuel. Let's see. Neat. Okay. So the main items we need are rods. Does anything require screws? That is a question. So not a single building requires screws, from what I can tell. Okay, so we just need to make a sheet, rods, rotors, and modular frames. How many? I only have 3 miners. The iron nodes are over here. So there's 4 of them here, but they're impure, which is fine. Don't put that in my inventory, please. It'll make me lose space. So let's see. I'll clear out these ramps. That way we can expand it. And build on that. Okay, so we need to build foundation flooring. looks like we need to cut down a tree. Let's go to Zoop. That counts? Okay. So each impure node will give about 30 30 ore a minute. So that requires at least one smelter per. So let's just get some miners down. So for now, I'm going to have them come to this side. Okay, so... Oh, I can also grab that guy. Unless the fuel doesn't allow me to. No, it's not even that good. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need better fuel than this. So each one is on an impure node, giving 30. 30 times 4 will be 120. So if we have 120, let me create something in my modular real quick. And I'll be right back. Okay, after looking at my modular and thinking it requires more portable miners to make more upgraded miners, really? Okay, so upgrade these to 2 will get us more. We can then use this here to smelt the iron down with 8. Nope. And then we can just craft each and every item and send them towards the dimensional storage. We might have to expand to go up here or something like that, but we'll just have to see. There's just an iron node thingamajig. Can't really build here because food. So I'll get to work on building that and then I'll be back. Okay, I've been working a little bit on this. I've set these to be Mark II miners, which instead of giving the normal 30 a minute for an impure, it's giving 60 a minute. So they will come down here at 120 per minute into this, split into 4 different smelteries or smelters, and turn them into the ingots. Now I was looking at it, and I'll use the other side here to make the other ingots from the other 2 miners, while these will be constructors. I'm hoping I can get 4 of them to fit in here. So like right there. Yes, 4. Okay. And then I'll have them go up there and make the other stuff. So I'll have to clear out the trees. But for now, let's get the splitters going. Just a normal splitter. Should be facing like that. Yeah. And that one I don't need a splitter for, but let's get a Mark II to connect to there. We'll still be above the Mark 1, but the this one will be a Mark 1 because it only needs, let's see, what's this one making again? Okay, got to here. Looking at it, this probably is more than what's needed, but helps keep it organized. Plus, we'd have to go over here, and it saves space for if we need to add anything else. Next thing to do is to attach power everywhere. So let's see if I can get this to come over to here. And then power each one of these. And they should all be already set. I believe they need exactly the 4. Yep, exactly a 8. Or yeah. Yeah, if I change some things real quick on my calculator system, it's like a 1-to-1 ratio, I think, of smelters to constructors. Yeah, 1-to-1 ratio smelters to constructors for that. Okay. So now we just need to power the miners. Which I'm just gonna have it come over here, and then... Oh, isn't there already one? Yeah, there's one right there. So you... Why not? Attach to there and there. You should start up and give us iron. Reason why I'm starting up this early is that the I'm almost out of iron sheets, which then I can use the dimensional depot for. Which I'm just gonna test out, just putting some iron here. And according to the modular, I need at least 32 sheets traveling to the assembler. So I should be fine with this being a Mark II. Oh, I made it Mark II because I have no sheets. But yeah, should be getting the iron made. Oh yeah, cool little thing about the jetpack I found out. It refills while you're on the zip line. So that's pretty cool. Okay, yep, we're making sheets. And they should be heading to the dimensional depot here. I will need to upgrade your storage capacity at some point. Okay. And while that's filling up, we can begin planning out the other side, which this entire thing I'm basically going to copy. Almost 1 for 1. So let's see. That gives us some space, I feel like, so we should be... Now we can get it closer. It's not gonna be too bad if we bring it to, say, about there. I am gonna run out of rods soon too, so I should at least get this system set up for rods. What the heck? Did it move? Oh, that's the amount it is. Okay. So that's 4. And we're getting the plates. So let me put down a merger. So I need to have the merger facing that direction. And then it's almost the exact copy. Why won't you go? see, 30, 60, 90. And then I can put the constructors here. Basically the same as there. Just want to make sure it lines up with the smeltery. Yep, it does. Okay. How, yeah, it's facing the right direction. Because we want them to feed backwards. Okay, that should be 4. I'll need splitters as well. Hopefully these splitters don't interact with each other. It comes from the required Mark II. And so let's see, we're at 120, I believe. So yeah, 30, 90, or 30, 60, 90, 120. Then this goes down to see, is it too close? It might be too close. Okay, we're gonna have to scoot the constructors back a little. 5. That's a smelter. I want constructor. So let's get the Mark II to connect. Well, I already connected the Mark II. So, because we're at... Oh, let's see. Did I even make you a Mark II? Yeah, you're a Mark II. Because you are 60. Okay. So 120, 90, 60, 30. And you'll be making the rods. So I guess no, that's a screw recipe. Direct iron to rod screws. We're making rods anyway, so let's just do this method. It's like what I did over here. Is what I was talking about. Just to make sure all the belts are connected though. Yep. Okay, so you all have your recipe. So 15 rods for each. My modular says we need at least 48 going in one, 12 going in another. Oh, it's 8 constructors. I need to make 8 of them. Because their recipe only requires 15. So I guess we're continuing down the line. So if this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we're gonna have to build around the plant. Okay, so more splitters. Okay, so that means we're going to need to upgrade you to a Mark II as well. Because 120 going down, so let's see. 120 minus 15, that's 105. So we're at 105 over to here. Another 15 gone. So now we're at 90. Hence the Mark II. Another 15 on that is like 75 or something. Which is still above the belt. So you are going to be a Mark II. Then after that, you're a 60, 45, 30, and you don't need to be. Then it is the last 15. So let me set up the recipe on all these. So it's a 15 to 15, so 1 to 1, so we're making about 120 rods. All this will have to merge together. We haven't set the recipe for the smelter yet. Okay. Then we are going to probably merge and then make stuff up there. Continue building the foundation. Just a little bit. Okay. So we're making all that and we need them to merge, so we're going to need to make a bunch of mergers. I didn't see a thing when I did that one. Okay. So let's do it one by one. But hold on. If we only need a few, well, might as well just put all into one and then split it up accordingly. Yeah, let's do it that way. Okay. So I am going to merge them all. So that's 15, 30. How you already? Oh. Okay. 15, 30, 45, 60. You are going to exceed 60. So I need Mark II all the way to the end. And then just Mark 1s. This one's not lined up at all. What the heck? Okay, so I need a merger. Yeah, that's the initial 4 up to 60, then we're up to 120. Okay. So then we need to make the heavy modular, or yeah, the modular frames, the industrial, or a bunch of stuff with the rods. One of the first things to do is probably to send it to a dimensional depot, just a little bit of it. Or maybe that's the last thing. We'll have like overflow go towards the depot. We'll need about 5 constructors to make screws. So let's make some screws. We're gonna definitely have to expand this. So let's... just quickly expand that. And... I'm gonna have... Let's see, we need 5 screw makers. That's enough room for that. Let's see if I can... There we go. See if about getting a splitter lined up right there. And then we can get constructor built there. No? Let's see if I can get the splitter to come further out. Did I get a split them set up through here? Two, three, 4. I'm gonna need to expand this a little bit. So let's see. I need a Mark II to there. Each one of these only requires 10 per, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I have an idea to try and save space, maybe? Nah, this will be fine. So I need to make another one, but this one's going to be at reduced. See, each of these makes 40. So 40 times 4 is 200, and in total we need to make around, sort of tell, 4.82, so we need like 82%, I think. So this last one we're gonna run at 82%. And so that leads to 10, 40, less than 50. So we will only use the Mark I. If I can even get this to work right. Nope, plants are coming through the floor. Okay. So let me put a splitter right here. Neat. Okay, and then nice. Okay, I think that is there, so then we can get another splitter. Why don't you like straight? That doesn't make sense. Okay, we're doing default then. Gonna need another splitter here. Yeah, I don't know. So we're now making all the screws that we need. This one's going to just be making 32.8, and that exceeds what it says to put into the dimensional storage by a little. It doesn't over exceed it, it under exceeds it. Okay, so we'll send everything to be given to three assemblers, two of which will make the heavy sheets or the combined sheets, and then another one will make the rotors with the rods. So, let's see, rods are going to be here. Just gonna double check. We only need the rods after this for the dimensional storage and to make the thing. So we have this much space to work with. Let's get at least 3 assemblers down right here. I think this will be good. And we'll have an underclocked one making rotors. And, well, we could just save space and just overclock this one a little. I did bring iron sheets, so I think it's supposed to be 107%. Let's see, it says it wants to make 2.68, so 2.68 times 2 is 5.36. 5.36. Okay, so one with the screws needs sheets, which we can have it travel down here and curve around. And this one, I think we want to make the rotors, which are screws and rods. So let's have the attach. And how many screws do we need to bring over? It was 64, so if we're exceeding 64, we should probably, but that was the screws. We just need to bring over 10 rods. No, 12.18 rods. So we'll have this one come around to here about. Nope. That works. And that's the rods, and we need 100 screw a minute. I do need to make the merging of the screws. So let's merge the screws here. Merge there, merge there, there, and there. Oh, I didn't see one, so there we go. So we're going to be making a lot. 40 times 5 is, well, yeah, 40 times 5 So let's see. Nope. Okay. That's 40, 80. $120. And once we exceed 120, we have to do Mark 3s. Why won't you? Why don't you like it? The other ones are. Merge. Why don't you like it? You're not different. Okay, whatever. So we got a Mark III that we will be sending around over here. I believe both of these require screws. Yes, they do. So I need to get more steel beams. This means the leftover rods. You know, if I change this into a smart splitter, and I have it to where what's up with this now? Okay. I'll have any to the right, any to the left, and then overflow is going to be forward. I believe you're a Mark II. And then we'll just have the leftover go into a dimensional depot. Okay. Because I am starting to run out of rods. Got 34 left. Oh, is wire's still only at 583. And iron sheets are a little slow. Let's see. Let's get you to be about right there. Then you're gonna come feed over to here. You are also going to come over here. Before coming over to, well, there. I think I set up all the recipes already, so now it's just a bunch of attaching these guys in. Okay, we need to get these guys in, so I'm going to just put down a merger. Right around here. Yeah, I try, but it doesn't last long. So I'll put a merger there. You are doing 60. You are doing 60, but then you're going to be doing 120. That's not where it was when I clicked. Why do you do that? That will work. Because then we need to put splitters here for everyone. You will just need one. Mark ones. That's... What? Nope. You can be a Mark 1. Because each one is 60, so... That's not what I wanted. You will still be a Mark 2 because you will still... Well... Yeah, you'll exceed. There. Hey, that works. So now I just need to... power these ones. Everything else I think is powered. Though this one says it's not. There we go. Oh yeah, and the screws need to be powered. So we got all the rods coming in for this one. That goes to the dimensional storage, and the rotor one needs it, and that's what this one's going to be. We're only going to be bringing in, it looks like 32 iron plates, so it should be just a simple single belt. That. Then the screws need Mark 3, so we'll work on that. Got screws coming through. And it won't go initially towards here because it's any in any of these directions. But you don't have any power. I haven't powered you yet either. So we'll let it back up so it can fill up the dimensional storage a little bit while I go get steel beams. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with some more steel beams. So that way we can finish this one. Doesn't like that for some reason. If we're able to get it to go in like that. Then we can have a splitter. How many screws are you wanting a minute? 100. So that will definitely be a Mark II. Something's funky with the belts. I'm just going to leave it. And let's see. We're going to be having about 150. So the leftover amount is just the 64 once. We're able to put down another splitter around here. And then get... Well, no. We don't want screws. Nothing I've seen makes screws. So we need at least a Mark II here. So it's sending rods to the stockpile. Yeah, what efficiency are you working at? 0. Because there's no belt attached to you. What about you? 78%. Yeah, we seem to be falling behind. Well, then again, the sheet's probably backed up. Yeah. The sheet's backed up. Okay. So you are making the rotors, which will go directly to the the depot. And we're only making like 1 a minute, or 4 a minute, so just a Mark 1. And you are making the reinforced iron plates, which are also just going to go straight to the deposit or depot. And I'm out of flux and Mercer sphere. Okay, so let's get all this powered. Okay, that should get all of them running. Now, Mercer Sphere. Let's go on an adventure for Mercer Spheres. I don't have to worry about running out of fuel, because I believe I set it up to the thing here, so we can just take from there whenever we need the fuel. So let's search for Mercer Sphere. Probably going to be in an area I haven't searched before, which is saying is up here. So let's explore. You got Mercer Sphere showing up on my scanner. I think it's, yeah, right in this direction. And we went past it. Is it underground? Or is it up there? See if I can get it up here. The scanner's not being helpful. Where is it? Ah, it's right there. Okay. So let's use this tower of mine. Yep, there it is. Let's use the jetpack cup for it. There we go. Got the Mercer sphere, but not enough space. So let's get rid of some wood.
Your waves lap at our shores. When will you land?
There we go. Says there's another one. Most likely up there. But let's return back to the base. So that way we can build the next thing. Okay, we're back. And I just realized I put the power pole right in front of the path for that one. So let's get it moved to be right about there. The depots speak the the sphere's language. Oh yeah, sound fluctuator. Need to go make that. Okay, I got the final stuff. Okay, so now I should be sending any overflow rods to here. Which I believe we are making a few overflow rods. Not, might need to overclock. Oh, that's wide. Okay. That one wasn't attached in. And neither was this one. I forgot to connect in a bunch of them. Okay, so those are now online. So we'll be making enough rods now for screws and for the depot. I will need to create a depot later for the motors, and then I will need one for the quick wire. Those are the main basic. I think that's basically all the basic ones. So I believe that I will end the video here today. Next one, we'll be looking for oil and making an oil processing plant for us to make the plastic, rubber, and maybe even make some fuel for the fuel power plant. That way we can increase our power generation. If you like, please like and subscribe this video if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time.